today is the flip through of our little homesteading themed journals. First, I want to go through the garden journal, which is what started this whole series off. This is, let's see, let me find my statistics. Sorry. All my stuff kind of around my desk, trying to clear space. Let's see. So I have 132 pages plus the signature covers, which I didn't count as a page because they've got pockets and they're two-sided kind of scrapbooking cardstock. You could write on them if you wanted to, but I don't know. I don't really count them as pages in this particular journal. It's 3 signatures. The cover measures 9 tall by 6 1/4 wide and 2 inches deep. So 2-inch spine. It has a tie closure, which I took ribbon and lace and just glued it and sewed it in on the signature, and then I glued it on behind our little applique, cover applique, and then I went ahead and glued it back here. So it's secured onto the cover, and then it just unties like that. The tassel you saw me make in the last video, I just have it clipped on with a little bulldog clip, and the top has a little lobster claw closure, and it's just a hodgepodge of new and vintage lace, some of my ticking fabric torn into small ribbon, some yarn I got on my crafter treat, some different colored jute. Yeah, so it's fun. Very busy, very fluffy. So I, for the life of me, can't remember all the different kits I have in this journal. All of the videos that I've made for this series have the ephemera kits and the stores that I bought items from listed below. I also did use my own Clucking Good Time ephemera kit, mostly in the other journal, but I used a few of the little ephemera pieces, which are old cigarette card files that I found online that I've cleaned up and resized and made perfect for little journaling cards. So this is the beginning. The cover has a little kind of slide in pocket, front and back. So I have a little seed packet and then some journaling cards I just cut out from ephemera packs. And then the signatures all have pockets. The covers all have pockets. Again, little journaling cards. I have little seed packets throughout that I glued together and then attached with paper clips. The paper clips on the top have a little ribbon or something. And then I have little collage pieces on some of the pages. So I love these little jar cutouts that I got that were stamped from Nikki Adigan, and I was trying to figure out how I could zhuzh them up a little bit, and I just thought it was funny to put the little bug ephemera inside of them, like a little kid who'd collected bugs out on the farm. So yeah, it just kind of tickled me a little bit. I have different stitching patterns throughout. I have some fabric and little clusters. I have this little die cut, pocket die cut with Tim Holtz, and then some little ephemera pieces. Another one of those little jars with the bug in it. The papers range from just, avocado dyed, tea dyed, digital kit, coffee dyed. I have some parchment. I think the tea and the coffee dyed came from Dee Dee. And then these envelopes came from Nikki Adigan. Her daughter tea dyed them. So I just went ahead and did a little collage work and then added a cute little tag. You saw me make the tag in the decorating session journal. I have some vintage lace stitched onto some of the pages. Each inside the signature is a piece of cardstock scrapbook paper that can be written on. I just left it kind of plain because, well, it's got a pattern on it and it's simple. I mean, this journal is ornate in some ways but very simple in others. This is one of my avocado die. And then each little pocket, each signature has a little either envelope or seed pocket or packet that is clipped to the side with a paper clip, and then I did dangles for those. So each signature has a little bead dangle. I tried to make the colors match kind of either what was on the envelope or on whatever is being clipped to the page. So they don't necessarily match the cover per se, but they match what's inside the journal on that page. So yeah, I'll just kind of flip through so you can see the digital kits and the stitching and the belly bands and the pockets. This little pocket is a freebie from Nikki on Facebook, and yeah, so these are some of the cards from my Collecting Good Time. The smaller cards, another little bug in a jar, little cigarette card, and then these are from the kits, digital kits that I purchased for this. And then this was a fun idea I actually got from Nikki, to use this chicken wire. I think I got it from Hobby Lobby, I want to say. Yeah, I think I got this at Hobby Lobby, and I don't remember if it was like in the wedding section. I want to say it was like in the wedding section or something. Anyways, and then I just did some collage work on this little guest check. And then I went ahead, and how I went ahead and like crimped the wires at the top and bottom so they're tight, and then I secured it by gluing this, sorry, it's very early in the morning and I haven't drank my coffee. This ticking ribbon that I ruffled So that'll keep you from getting caught on the wire that's underneath, and it secures the wire. And then down here I did some collage work over the top of the wire here and glued that on, so you're safe from getting snagged. And then this was one of the pockets in one of the digital kits, and like I did the bead dangle to match the rooster, and I loved that. I thought that center bead was just really cool. Thought it went well. And then these are just little digitals, and then this is another freebie from Nikki, and I just collaged on top. A little more collaging. The rooster again. I love that rooster. But this was I did these in the very first video that's in the Homesteading Journal playlist. And then these are all just my little cigarette cards, and then a camera. And then I got these from Emily at Junk Journal Inspirations. And I got this from Emily, and I went ahead and ruffled and stitched it onto the page. There's another one of those tea-dyed envelopes with a little tag I made out of some of the scrapbook paper. We're stitching this one. The sewing machine didn't really like this paper with the original stitch I tried to do on there, so, but it gives it character, right? There are no mistakes in junk journaling, just happy accidents. Gives it character. So I love this chicken paper. It's got an iridescence to it, so you'd probably want to use like one of those fine tip Sharpies to write on it, or you can just collage on it, collage pictures and stuff like that. And then the signature has a little doily tuck, and this is one of the tags that I made. I made this one an actual little pocket tag. So it holds some ephemera in there too. Another guest check that I collaged. More kit paper, belly band, and then the belly bands, the longer ones, I went ahead and glued in the center, so you can tuck two little things here and it keeps it more secure. And then another little seed packet with a graded paper clip and some more stitching and kit paper, some more little journal cards, copy dyed, and then you saw me make this one, and then I just collaged here for this pocket, and then this is the last signature. I have another little Tim Holtz layered pocket here, and these I got from Emily. And then I just, the label itself was, the paper was very, very delicate, so I backed it with cardstock, so it's a good solid pocket. And then I made this little journaling card as you saw in the previous video. I just kind of nested some thread bits I had hanging around on my desk, and then glued the little eggs on top. I thought that was cute. And yeah, just more stitching and collage. Pocket made out of some scraps and some of the ephemera from the kits. Another little cluster. Some more kit paper. more stitching, coffee dyed. I think this is one of my coffee dyes because I used my Williams-Sonoma cookie pan. Probably Williams-Sonoma would flip their lid if they knew what I was doing with their cookie pans, but it makes a cool design on the paper. This is another little pocket, ephemera pocket from one of the kits, and then another bead dangle to kind of match the chicken in her nest. More little collage in the center of this, and then another little paper clip with some vintage ribbon that I got. I got that on the retreat that I went to in October. And another little card in the envelope. And more stitching, more digital kits. This is another belly band, and then I just tucked my little cigarette cards in there. Some parchment paper, tea dyed, avocado dyed, more collage. And this is some old vintage eyelet lace that I had in my stash, so I sewed that on. And then this is the last signature cover, and then I went ahead and just made a little collage card, and that's from the kit, one of the kits, and then another seed packet and a little chicken journaling card. So that is the garden journal, and just pop this back on there. And as I said in the tassel making video, when I drilled a hole, some of the wood split, but it's just like the back layer where they had the kind of enamel paint. Structurally, they all are good. And it didn't happen to all of them, just a few of them. So just be aware. And if you don't like it, you can always use some like white nail polish or something and cover that. But yeah, so that's the garden journal. And next up is our little Chunky Monkey chicken journal. So I went ahead, and this one is, let's see, this one is 4 signatures, 210 pages total, front and back. It is 6 3/4 tall by 5 1/4 wide, and the spine is 3 1/4. And again, I just have a little lobster claw at the top of the tassel, and it's attached with bulldog clip. So easily removed. You can use it for something else. This one has little ducks and geese and chicken on it. They kind of go with the bird theme. And that just, you can put that on this side, or you can put it on the spine, however you like to do it. But I'll just set that aside. And then for this one, I did a ribbon closure. Originally, I was going to do that colored twine, but I just didn't like how short it was when I tied it in the knot. And I had this really pretty mustard colored ribbon that matched the little yellow flower and some other stuff throughout. I have no idea where I got this. I might have gotten it from something from my mom, or I might have gotten it in Happy Meal. I don't remember. But I just thought it was like perfect for this chicken journal, for the cover. So yeah, it's I got these little cardboard ready-made journal covers from my mom. They're chipboard, and I just covered it in fabric, and then I used some book corners, like the antique. I think this is like an antique rose gold. And then I put eyelet, and then just looped the ribbon through the eyelet on the front and the back. So yeah, and then the spine is covered with upholstery fabric and 3-hole pamphlet stitched signatures, and then I just kind of decorated it with some vintage. I don't know if that's vintage or if it's just made to look vintage cotton lace. I gotta re-glue this before I put it up on Etsy. But yeah, this is just to kind of cover the center of the signature. I went ahead and used the same paper pack, but I just focused mostly on using the chicken papers, and then anything that had like the geese or ducks or anything in it, then I use that. So this is the first signature. This is mostly writing journal, so I'm not going to flip through all the blank pages. I'm just going to show you kind of the pages of interest. The content of the papers are like old writing paper, some graph paper, some blank printer paper, some coffee dyed paper. I think I have coffee dyed. It's like an old music textbook. Avocado dyed envelope. There's some, yeah. So anyhow, I will just kind of quickly flip through this one. So here we have some of my coffee dyed music paper, and then I took this little pocket template and I backed it with this pink polka dot and glued it as kind of a side tuck on the paper, and then I made this little collage tag that went with the pocket, and that just slides in there and topped with a little ribbon, and like I said, it is like a little side tuck also. And then on this side I have a little chicken paper pocket that I punched like a lace pattern on, and then one of my Clucking Good Time cards, and then this is one of the seed packets. I made a bead dangle for each signature, so this one has 4 bead dangles, and they each kind of match the paper that the seed packets are attached to. This is the center of the signature. It's more of that paper pack, the farm paper pack, and then this just has a little paper clip with some lace. Holding that seed pack on. This is one of the scrapbook papers, and then I just have writing space on these pages. The little doily glued on as a side tuck, and then this is a little scrapbook paper that's had little cards. I just cut it up. Another Clucking Good Time. These, I want to say, are they Nickies? I think they're Nickies. They might be. I had them in my little ephemera binder. And I have so many, like I have a few different sunflower kits. I know one of them is Nikki's. I think those are Nikki's. And then, yeah, so another little doily pocket. I went ahead and collaged on that one. Another cigarette card. This is another one of those little tickets. And then I just used my little offcuts as belly bands, because why not, right? So all the music paper, since it's kind of hard to write on, I went ahead and put either a pocket or a belly band. That's a little journaling card. And this is more writing space, some scrapbook papers. This is a avocado dyed envelope, and then I just use my little scallop circle punch to do a little thumb hole, and then I stuck one of those journaling cards, and then I couldn't put the stamp on the envelope on this side, so I put a little stamp on this side where the envelope comes together. Kind of wacky but cute. I have some vintage ledger paper in this signature, another seed packet, and bead dangle. This one in pink, and it matches the little pink polka dot. This is the other side of that little tea dyed or avocado dyed envelope. And a little journal card. And then this one is, I want to say these envelopes are from Angela Kurz. She had a digital like envelope thing in her shop. I think that's where I got that. And then this is one of those big huge paper clips, and then I have some of the mustard colored ribbon on it, so that just pops on there. More writing paper, a little belly band with another Clucking Good Time card. Same on this side. And this is the back of that signature with a pocket and one of my little cigarette cards. This is the front of the signature, and this is a kind of more of a tuck pocket that I did some collaging on. Some more of that vintage ledger, scrapbook paper, avocado dyed, tea dyed, scrapbook paper. This one's a double side tuck, so there's that piece of paper, and then I went ahead and put another one behind it, and that is a little tuck as well. So that's a double side tuck, and then another little chicken pocket, and some collage there, a little egg basket, another paper clip with a seed packet, a doily tuck on both sides, another little, the bigger seed packet, so I used a bigger paper clip, and then I just kind of did a little dangle to match the paper that it's attached to. Tim Holtz pocket, I did some collaging there. Another little double tuck with collage. And this is the last signature. I did this little belly band with a ticket and a label. And some more stuff in this belly band, and then this was an envelope. I can't remember where I got this one from, but it's just, I went ahead and trimmed the flap. So this is all one envelope, but I trimmed the flap so this pops up, and then you'll see on the opposite end still the collaging there. Another little seed packet. This was just, I have this die cut, and it makes like a little shutter thing, and so I put a little birdie in there and that closes up, and then I just glued the handles. They're just little half pearls. And then this one, same thing, I trimmed it so it'll flip up. And then there's a little journaling card in there, another belly band on both sides, and then this one I got from Emily, an actual Egg Saver envelope rather than the copy, a copy of it. I've seen like copies of this on, I think it was even in one of the digital kits I used, but this is an actual one that I got from Emily. And then I just did a simple kind of pretty rose colored green, and I guess it's kind of yellowy orange center bead. And then more writing paper, and then this little pocket came from the kit, and then I have some ephemera in there. So yeah, it's fun. And then that's just the back. So yeah, it's got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little paper clips on top, and then 4 bead dangles, and then a tassel, tie closure. It's funny because yellow is not my favorite color, but I really like mustard yellow, or it's growing on me. But it just worked. This just worked. And I love this satin ribbon. It's so yummy. So yeah, I'm just gonna fluff these up a little bit. So that is the conclusion of our homestead themed journals. Our garden journal and our chicken journal. I will have these up on my Etsy shop when this video goes live, and I'll have the listing in the description box down below, so find the little carrot on the right hand side, click that, and that'll have all the information for this project, all the digital kits I used. I think I even have where I got the scrapbook paper. The fabric I got when I went on my retreat. It was one of the gals had a huge stash of fabric that she was sharing with everybody, so we all got to take a little bit, and I thought these were just perfect for kind of a homestead country garden type feel, so I went ahead and used them on that. So I couldn't tell you who the manufacturers of the fabric are. But yeah, all the information will be below. I hope you enjoyed this little series. I will link the playlist for all the videos, and a video that Google thinks you will like. And yeah. Anyways, it's been a while since I've done a flip through. So thanks for all of you for joining me, and I hope you all have a blessed day. I hope you're all well. By the time this is loaded, I will have gone to San Antonio and come back to visit my parents. So I've kind of tried to space these videos out through that, and then make sure that I'm home once the listing goes live, so that I can get these out as soon as possible, if any of you are interested. So yeah, anyways, thanks everybody, and I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and you can all get in the craft room and enjoy your time there, and I hope to see you soon. My next project is finishing up my strawberry shortcake journals, which I started my channel with. I really need to get those finished, but I need to revamp the covers. I sewed them, but I didn't really take into consideration kind of the best way to size them. I just kind of went based on the fabric that I had. So I'm gonna fix those up and then get the spines figured out, because they're all right now soft fabric covers, and I'm not 100% sure I love that idea. And then once I kind of get that all figured out, then I will kind of take you along in maybe decorating some of them. There's several, so I probably won't do every single one. But yeah, it's kind of a big undertaking, so I'm going to try to get that finished next, and get those up on my Etsy shop. My plan is to have a strawberry shortcake journal, and then have one of the vintage strawberry shortcake dolls to go with it. So yeah, keep your eye out for that series and those listings. I'll let y'all know both on my Instagram and my Facebook and here when those are ready. And yeah, so hopefully, I'm not going to make any promises. I'm not going to figure out a schedule, because inevitably every time I do that, something happens. Last time my son decided, since he was staying home full time with me, that he wasn't going to nap anymore. He's never been a big sleeper. End of January, we ended up getting COVID, but we recovered fully from that, and I think we had the newest strain, because we just kind of felt bleh. But we were good after a couple of weeks. So thankfully we recovered. All is well, and I'm going to try to get back in here more often now that little man is a little more independent and he's happy to do his own thing when mommy's busy. So it makes things helpful. I hate to see him grow up, but at the same time, there are benefits to that. I miss my little munchkin, but he's now my big munchkin, right? Soon to be even my bigger munchkin. So anyways, yeah, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this little flip through, and I'll see you again soon. God bless everybody. Bye.